Rule number 44. The doer of a passive verb is identified by the preposition ob or a followed by the ablative case. The ablative case in Latin is a combination of three different functions that show separation, instrument, and location. We are going to talk about a type of the separative function with the ablative of agent. So say we have a passive verb, and let's go with miles vulneratus est. The soldier was wounded. Remember, in a passive sentence, the receiver of the action is in the nominative case, and that's our miles. If we're going to identify who did the wounding, the doer of the action, we're going to want to use a prepositional phrase with ab. By the enemy would be ab hoste. So the action flows in the passive sentence from this ablative that's doing the action to the subject. The enemy is doing the wounding, the soldier receiving it. Laudator ab his culpator ab illis, from Horace. He is praised by these, blamed by those. The his and illis are our ablatives of agent, the doers of the praising and blaming. A filiis in judicium vocatus est. He was called to court by his sons. The sons are the agents, or doers, of the calling. So those are good examples, and let's get into some discussion of this use. First, this is an extension of the ablative of source. The source of the action is our agent, and we can see that by the literal translation of our preposition ab. The soldier was wounded, and that action came from, and that's our key word here, the enemy. Think about this for a second. We have a secondary translation of by when ab is used with passive verbs, and that's a deficiency of English. The Latin ab kind of makes sense when you think about where the source of the action comes from. One more note about this preposition ab. We use ab with the b when the next word, the ablative, begins in a vowel or h. It's customary, but not required, to drop the b to just a long a, when the next word begins in a consonant. I liken it to the use of the English word a or an. The n is used to prevent a collision of vowel sounds. There's also obs, which is sometimes used before words beginning in a C, Q, or T, but we most frequently see it with just te, as in obs te. One more big thing. With passive verbs, we often find instead of an ablative of agent, an ablative of means or instrument, rule number 47. So our soldier, say he was wounded by a sword and not by the enemy. In this situation, we don't use a preposition, and we just put the word sword into the ablative case, gladeo. And this use of the ablative is entirely different from our ablative of agent. While the ablative of agent comes from the separative ablative, the original function of the ablative case, the ablative of means comes from the instrumental function. So here's how the two are different. First, the agent requires the preposition ob, but the means has no preposition, just the ablative by itself. We go with the agent and ob when the doer of the action is a person, while the means and the no preposition are used with inanimate objects like swords. Now, if we personify something, we could go with the agent, like in this example, virtus ab audacia vincebatur. Virtue, whatever that is, was defeated by boldness. Both virtus and audacia are personified concepts. They're not actually fighting each other. So we can use the ablative of agent and the preposition ob. Animals can go either way, and it really depends on their role in the sentence. She is carried on a horse would probably be an ablative of means, vehitur equo, while the shields were gnawed by mice would require an ablative of agent, clipei a muribus rossi sunt. We can also use the preposition per, which takes the accusative case, to show means or agent. Per Hannibalem bellum illatum est. War was waged by Hannibal. And this is where the great English phrase per se by itself comes from. And I'd be remiss if I neglected to mention that the dative case is used to show the agent with gerundives of obligation, also known as the passive periphrastic, which is rule number 29. So check out that video for more on that. This is rule number 44. The doer of a passive verb is identified by the preposition ob or a, followed by the ablative case.